I don't like being back in Vancouver. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I love Toronto. I know a lot more people.
Hey, it's Sid Wong, and I am here with Daniel Davis Yang, as he goes by now.
What up?
Okay, we gotta start off. You were just in Toronto recently for
Yesterday.
Yesterday? So
Yeah.
you flew back.
I came back yesterday. Then I had class like the same day later, so I just got home and ate. I didn't eat the whole day.
So are you a little bit jet lagged?
No, not at all. I wasn't
No?
jet lagged at all.
You're good?
I don't get jet lagged.
Is that true?
I think that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was the press tour over in Toronto?
It was great. I mean, it wasn't really a press tour. It was more of a promotional video that we filmed that's going to air in the Olympics. I got to meet really cool people. I got to meet people from This Hour Has 22 Minutes, Burden of Truth, Cot, Little Dog, and some people from Crawford. I got to reunite with some of the people from Crawford, some of the crew too, the hair and makeup named Leanne and Linda. Really cool.
There are so many raccoons in this house that you don't even understand. There are more raccoons than seems plausible.
Well, guess what? I've been choked up before, Owen.
Are you saying I can't go in there and get the stuff because I'm balding?
So the show is Crawford. Can you talk a bit about what the show's about?
It's hard.
Without-
I tried explaining in like the green room to everyone else what Crawford's about. It's messy, very like messy in a good way. Whereas like each and individual character has their own like plot line and storyline that kind of twists together. Mine is I'm balding, and I'm adopted. My brother comes back into the picture after being gone for many years. He's a musician, and he comes back into the picture after his band kicks him out, and it's been doing really well after he left, and so he's back in the family, and like I'm glad to have my brother back. Like what I want is just to have our family together, living in the same house. I like that. I like what I know, and now that my brother's back, I feel like that's a great opportunity just to get closer as a family. My father can't talk. My mother is in a polyamorous relationship, meaning that she has another lover.
Oh.
My sister just has a terrible boyfriend. We always
Okay.
make jokes like she has the most normal problems and everyone else has got these really crazy problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very functional family.
Dysfunctional and at the same time functional, you know?
Apparently there's a bunch of raccoons in the show.
There is, yeah. We got to play with live raccoons.
How are you afraid to play with the raccoons? Like how does that
No.
go?
No, they're great. Sometimes when we had shots of just the raccoons themselves, like I remember we had a piece of chicken on the ground and we wanted the raccoon to go get it, but it never did. It would like just kind of fumble around and never really got the piece of chicken.
He's saying that he can hear things in the walls.
John Carroll Lynch plays your dad.
Yes.
And like you said, he doesn't speak. So
He
how
doesn't
does
speak.
how does his character kind of
With a phone, there's a robotic voice that speaks from a phone,
Okay.
and he always types in what he says, and we always kind of play with some comedy about that, where we just like where it's like this heated argument, and then out of nowhere he's like typing on his phone, and we just all wait in the middle of it, and then he presses speak. It's really cool, you know.
It's an interesting way to talk. So your character, like you said, is balding. How was that situation for you? Did you have to shave your head?
No, I shaved
or-
them. They gave me a right here. They cut all the hair around here so they could put a piece on it.
Oh?
And then they gave me a widow's peak. So on set it was normal. Like at first people would look at me with weird faces, and like I would forget that my hair was so weird
Okay.
that I would just go up to random people like, hey, how you doing? And they like just couldn't stop staring at my head. I'm like, oh no. But in public that was weird, so I wear a lot of ball caps. But yeah, they asked me a month before I got cast whether or not that I'd like to shave my head, and I was like, hell yeah, you know. I haven't shaved my head before, so I was like, why not? You know, give it a shot.
Did you ever wonder what you would look like if you were bald prior to getting the role?
Fully bald, no. I'd picture myself with like Lex Luthor or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I did shave my head near the end of filming just for it to all grow back properly, but you could still see like the hair follicles and all that. So I've never been fully bald, like where you could just see the skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna screw up your entire future. You can't screw up a bald future.
So if there's a season 2, does that mean you have to fully shave all your hair off?
I don't know what's happening with season 2. There's so many ideas for season 2. Like, I don't want to spoil this part, but definitely my hair is going to be a lot different in season 2. Yeah. Season 2, which it's just hard. It's weird. Like, Mike hired some writers to get prepared for season 2. And there's all this crazy stuff that's happening. Like, we were just in the green room waiting, and like I was talking about how I don't eat much, and then my brother and my sister were like, "You're gonna get scurvy." I was like, "That would be great in the show." So we just texted Mike out of nowhere, and he's like, "Great, there's someone that got scurvy now." I'm like,
Oh.
it was just that simple. Like, that's how creative and how wild the writing process is. Like by the time the show was ending, we'd like, it was hard to follow the script because every day you'd come to set in the morning and Mike would be like, "Hey, we got a new script for you." I was like, "Of course, like, why wouldn't you have a new script?" And then we'd have like 7 pages to memorize, and like we'd always get time to improv too. I like that.
Nice.
It was really great. Yeah.
So Mike was the creator of Trailer Park Boys too.
Yeah.
Were you ever a fan of that show?
I didn't. I've seen a lot of memes from Trailer Park Boys. I like the jokes; they're really funny. But I never watched it as a kid. I watched more of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with like all the comedians on set, who would you say is the top stand-up comedian?
I'd say John. John's
Yeah.
hilarious. There, he. I remember he was making jokes from Tropic Thunder, from Tropic Thunder. And I watched the movie after he made all these jokes, and I liked it a lot more when he said the jokes, because he adds accents into them that are like completely unnecessary. He really knows how to make me laugh. It's great. I love John.
Does he treat you like he's actually your father? Or he's your... Does that make sense?
No, that doesn't. But I get your question. Does he treat me like I'm actually his son? I don't know. I feel like I am his son. I see him as a father. Yeah.
Do you think they'll ever go back to like flashbacks of like how you were formed like that, or?
I don't think so. I don't think that would be important for the story. I mean, sure, it gets you to understand these people, but no one really wants to know about the past. It's more about knowing what happens next,
Okay, interesting. You've mentioned previously that you love Seth Rogen.
I do, very much.
What's the goal for being an actor for you? Does it include Seth Rogen coming into the picture, or?
I'd love to be part of a Seth Rogen movie, that's for sure. I love his comedy. It's just getting better and better. Like his shows, they're more situationally funnier as opposed to just like back then where it was all just like dick jokes and all that stuff. It's getting better, and I just can't wait to see what's in store for next. Future as an actor, I guess it'd be more for filmmaking. I want to get into filmmaking, I want to get into writing. I promised my brother in the show, Kyle Mack, that I'd make a short film before I arrive to Toronto, because I'm planning on moving there in May, that I'd make a short film. And I guess to be part of any of great series, like I'd love to be part of Breaking Bad or Mindhunter, but I also love to be part of Seth Rogen movies too, anything really. Yeah.
And lastly, where can everyone find Crawford? Like, what are the details?
Well,
where can people tune in?
I just start looking at the camera. At the CBC app, online. It'll be airing online. The whole series is online next Friday on February 2nd, and then we're airing on TV in the summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is Daniel Davis Yang, and I'm Sid Wong. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you.